Well, this is Grumpy Days Fabrications, and we're at it again. Just got another storm coming in. I still got parts on order for Brittany. They're holding me off. So we're going to do a reversal here. Start tomorrow. I'm going to part this out. Everything I need is one part off of here. It goes to Brittany, and the rest of them go in the back of this. I need the gas tank. I need the steering box, the power steering unit, the alternator. The list goes on and on and on. The brakes, master cylinder, and the rear suspension, the 4-link, the heavy-duty 4-link. We'll get her all stripped out, and then I'm going to call Wrecker to come and get her. I don't need it in my way any longer. Kind of a failed project because of cracking a daggone block. The kid that sold it to me knew it was cracked. That's why he quit working on it. Up to that point, I corrected everything he did wrong, and then I found out the endoscope showed a crack right down number 4. Oh, that must have just happened when I called him. Yeah, right, asshole. That's 54 inches from there up. So when I go from here to 54, let's just go for that hole right there. We're talking right here. .54 is from the back to right here. When I shove it forward, this door comes out. The doors in this car are big, so I'm not worried about it looking small. If you need a bigger door, you lose some weight. I know I need to. This is my 54 edge line. Okay. This line here is where we bob the frame to, and then I'll redo the frame in the back because I got to redo that rear cowl. It kind of got mashed and twisted. It was weak anyway when we hit it with the Bobcat with the forks on it. I just rolled it on the trailer. Now basically what we're saying is that this wheel here goes 6 inches forward. So if this is the end of the body, I know how to do this. Real easy, people. I got the front tire off and I didn't put it back on yet because I was doing some brake checking, making my list of things to do. So tomorrow what's going to happen is we'll do the part out, and then I'm going to remove these old running boards. Probably cut them in half and just throw them in the bed of this truck. Really don't need them in there. So what we're going to do is, this is the same size tire. It's a shame I can't use these old rims. They look cool when they're refinished. There's a lot of things I could do to them, but I don't have the money on this project because this is a no buck build. It's all the parts I got to buy, like brake rebuilding kits and brake shoes and that stuff. So all is a list. I can do all the big mechanical stuff first and get myself a playing field so I can start at the back, go to the front, put in brakes, correct steering. Right now we're working on getting the engine running. I'm waiting to get the starter back. Okay. The frame is bobbed right. The body is right here. That's the end of the body. Now this needs to be right about here. So this measurement right here we did earlier. Let me get in here and do this. I'll put a mark so you can see it with the camera better. Or I can go right there, which will give me right there. That's 6 inches. So 6 inches. Let's go back to the rear. Try and get all my cut lines. So when I get the wheels here and doing a bunch of stuff over the next couple of weeks, you'll see them. I want the wheels on the vehicle's going to go on it. And if Brittany slows down again, which I know she will during the wiring stages, I can come out here and literally cut this thing apart, and I'll have all the parts here to start cleaning and welding up the 4-link. The drive shaft's not going to fit. I'm not going to worry about the drive shaft yet. I'll leave it laying inside. And once the 4-link's up, I'll get the body mended back together, barring severe weather moving in quickly. Boy, that's nice. Nice, 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 nice. So, if we come back, we'll go say 6 inches. Only gonna have like a little 6-inch flare thing here. And we'll put, that rain's moving in. Someone says, what are you doing all that stuff for? Well, bottom line is I just don't want to grab something, start cutting the car up, then have to go weld stuff back together to fix it. I'm going to cut it so I can fit it and trim it and mock it up and slowly pull it together where I want it. But I need to know exactly where to put the 4-link in. See, other than putting the tires on it and doing some horse trading, I won't have any money in it. Okay? So I put the wheels on. It's going to be on the car when it's completed. And I got to keep it 8 inches wide. So once the rear's in, I get the bags adjusted and get the shocks in and everything. I know where the back's going to be sitting. I can rework that front. That front is sitting 3.5 inches too high right now from where it should be on factory height. I don't know why it won't come down. I got to get underneath the front of that. Okay, let's take this back here. And we'll put 6. Defender. Okay. So it'll be recessed in, and I can come right off of here and roll this here and close all that off. Got some serious metal in here. I also got some serious rush panels too. So it's going to be some work and some supporting and get the galvanized metal out. And I'll get some other metal in. This is a 4-link airbag. Reverse 4-link. It's off the rear, which makes no difference. I'll cut the brackets because I'm going to be using this rear end with the 4-link. And when I get the engine up and get it confirmed running, get it taken care of, I want to run a T5 behind it, 4-speed with an overdrive, to make the maximum use of the 410 rear end back here and the 100 horsepower engine. It'll scoot along. It's not going to be a battle wagon, but I'm looking for a fun cruiser. A fun cruiser. Someone did some fabricating work on it. It's not too bad. It's if they use sheet metal screws, they use what they had. They use galvanized metal. Good idea. It wouldn't rust or corrode anymore. But I don't like welding to it because of the gas it emits. So I'll take it all out and redo it, just because I can. And a lot of it will be redone and enclosed because this fender well, let me see here. Okay, if this is the tire, the fender well will come up like this and down, and all this loop-de-doopy hoopy stuff in here will be have a new panel on it, okay, to match the body. I'll do some lower support work on it, and I'll get all this treated for rust. And once the initial part here is done, it's going to be sealed up. I'll hit that with the primer and the undercoating, and I'll just tape a line. I can peel it off so I'm welding. I'm not smoldering the. I thought I felt some rain. So we're getting ready to cut it. Now these are 16-inch tires. A Dodge Caravan has got the exact same bolt pattern with an 8-inch tire and a 17 or a 16. Metal or aluminum, I don't care. It depends on what I get from the junkyard in the train for. It's decent. If I go with metal, I don't have to spend $150 on changing up the lug nuts and lug studs. Yeah, I'm feeling the rain now. I just opened up. The vent windows work. The emergency brakes work. The cowl vent, get air come in, works. The car was truly a garage find. You can't argue with that. So, what we're going to do right now is real quick while I'm talking to you, is I'm going to grab my stuff and get it in the garage because we're going to get soaked here in a minute. I know it. right in the middle of my planning. Anyway, people, I'll give you a quick here. We're going to figure out where the cut line is on the roof for the first cut. We know approximately down here. I'm not going to mess with it now because it's raining. The cut line on this floor, the first cut, and where the first cut there is going to be, leaving some as we bring these together. I want to bring that hump to right in here. Just not bang it into my seats. And all that patchwork there will basically be lost when I cut it up. There's some patchwork back there. We just have to work with what we got to work with. Hopefully it dries up tomorrow, and I'll get this one candleized and out, ready to leave here. So, rain day. So here we go. Oh. Today's the first day without any lanacane patches or an Naprosyn for inflammation in me. And I'm doing pretty good. I'll patch up tomorrow, take something just in case I need to tear this apart in one day. I'm going in, I'm going to be pulling the shocks, the gearbox, alternator, power steering pump, power steering hoses, the brake switch, the bucket seats, the carpet, maybe, maybe not, we'll see. We're going to pull the gas tank, and then we got to take out the electric fuel pump while we're there, and then we're going to go back and remove all the new lines I just put in, and I'm going to raise that bed off. That's going to be the pain in the butt. I need to cut the rear piece off to get all the brackets for the 4-link, so I don't have to buy anything. And then I can bolt it back down. I'll set it on a couple of stands back there if I got them. Put something up, put the skates up here so the wrecker can just snag it, and as the skates will just roll it right back to the deck and get it out of here. I got my ram down at my son's. I need it up here. Next week, this is going to be taken up because I'm going to be soaking the door cards, the door panels, the rear panels, the toe kick panels on the sides, and the sides near the console to get the vinyl off of them. And then we'll put some hot water and fabric softener on them. Got a sheet of plywood. We'll whack it in half, throw it down. Once this stuff's totally soaked, I got a bunch of concrete block here, so stuff is weights. We can literally, people literally flatten it out. The plywood will flatten it with the weight on it and suck the moisture out of it. So when they're totally dry, I can open it up, let the sun hit it and finish it. I can bring it in, lay them inside of Brittany to make sure all the patterns haven't been distorted from the work I did. Then I can trace it on a 4x8 sheet of Luan underlayment and cut out all the pieces at one time, lightly sand the edges, and be ready to make panels out of. Yeah, perfect. It's going to be in the mid-70s. It's going to be a good week for that. No rain. And I got this space to work, but if I get the ram here, I can back it up to the fence, and I got plenty of work. Once I make the panels, I'll probably just take them in the house and throw them underneath the bedroom spare bed, just so they don't get damaged or anything, because I'm so far away yet. I'm still waiting on 2 parts holding me up. I'm waiting for a confirmation right now on one of them. I got confirmation on the other part, which is for Chris to do the electrical wiring with, because help my grandson come out and help me. It's a pain. We'll get the windshield on, and then I'll dress the windows out, the side windows, the vent windows, the windows to roll up and down, and all that stuff in. And then we're going to convert this table over to electric only, and all the lights and the switches and the wiring and everything is coming for Brittany goes on that table. That's where he'll be working from. I'll be working on the dashboard over where I'm working on the windshield now. I got to strip it totally out and redo it. And the Packard is just a busy job right now to give me something to do. Right now, I'd rather be putting this car together than waiting on parts for it. But thanks to a part not coming and had to reorder a part that was defective that I damaged trying to fix, I should have just sent it back. It took me 3 weeks to get them the first time, and I just had to reorder them. I'm praying to hell that I can get them faster, because I want to get it dressed out and be done with it, because as soon as that's done, the interior panels go in. We start shopping for the shifter I want to put in it. Once the shifter's in, while we're working on that, we'll go ahead and put in the carpet. By that, Chris should just about have all the wiring done at that time. And then I'll start putting the interior panels in when he's not here. The door panels, the back panels, the supports for the hard top in the rear. And start closing up that dashboard. I got all the heater stuff to put back in, all the vent tubes, all the defroster stuff, a couple of switches to do. What the hell, I can bleed the brakes and drive it at that point. We're that close and we're waiting on parts. This is a plain old hobby that I didn't care about. But I'm hoping to get it done. It has to be done by March 1st. I don't care what happens. It has to be done totally by March 1st. Now, the pack rat, right there, is a low budget, no budget build. So I'm going to do some trading, get the wheels and tires to get the car down on the ground so I can see how the tires look on it, how it sits. And there's the Thunder. And when it's all set up and done, I can cut that body, cut out that center section, set it aside, and then I got to cut the frame off and redo the whole total rear suspension. And then we'll pick up that piece there and put it back on the car. And I'll start measuring and cutting until I get the two of them to come together exactly how I want it, so we can get it tack welded and held in place. And then I got some adjustments to make sure the rain runs down the side of the car are good. The body lines are basically where they need to be. The wheels are supposed to, where they're supposed to be, so I can cut them out and put in a little wheel well, and then I'm going to mold those in and run a panel in the front of them, so we do not have that big void back there, which will do away with. Now I've got some patching metal from this MG out behind here I can use to replace the galvanized metal with. It's the same gauge, it's thick, good to weld to. That's it. There's nothing else I can say on the project.